It is 7:05 on the dot. Thank you, everyone. We've got a few more people coming in. I'm so happy to have you back again today. I'm so excited. How did you guys feel about yesterday's exercise? Before we get into that, I'm still letting people in. And I found this and I just love it because I am a Wendy fan. So, how you doing? How is everybody doing today? I hope you are as happy as I am to share this information with you. And if you feel comfortable, please go ahead and come off mic and tell me how you felt about yesterday's exercise. I checked the group and I didn't see anybody post their aha moments. But again, if you feel comfortable, come off mic and tell me how you felt using ChatGPT. Deatra, I see you're off mic, ma'am.
Yes, I came into I'm always having technical difficulties. So I only can watch you on my phone because my computer, I don't know the password to mix in the chat GPT. So I'm always struggling with some technical difficulties. But I tried it today because I'm trying to catch up, and I had to listen to the script you did yesterday. And I like it, but if everything would work consistently, then I would really be able to use it. So I couldn't get in my Facebook to try to put it in your Facebook, the results. So, I'm just struggling with issues all the time, but I do like it so far.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. Anyone else? Any takeaways? Any aha moments? You're like, oh, I didn't know that about my ideal client. Any of that yesterday? Hi, Carlene, you're off mic.
Yeah. I thought, you had mentioned, I was confused about what you wanted us to put onto Facebook. And I got like a long whole page of things. I'm like, well, that's too much to post. So I figured I'd just get clarification. So it's probably easier to just post the aha moments instead of trying to copy and paste a whole page worth of stuff.
Oh, gosh.
It. Yeah.
Yes, well, definitely post those ahas. And what were some eye openers for you about your ideal client?
Well, not so much about the ideal client, but I used it to shorten the 60 seconds to make it a lot more crisper. So that worked.
Okay.
But it also, in the aha moments, I now have different groups of people that could be part of the ideal client.
Nice. Okay. Well, and that's one of the things I teach in my Facebook ads coaching class is to, once you have an ad that's doing good and is producing results, then it's time to go with a deeper audience. So there's two ways you can scale when it comes to Facebook ads. You can go wide or you can go deep. And so when you go wide, that's putting more money into when you go wide, that's putting more money into the working ad. I got that backwards. Wide is testing new audiences. Deep is putting more money into a ad that's performing well. So having multiple audiences is always good when you are marketing your product. So awesome for you, Carlene. And Mr. Reggie, you're off mic. What were your aha moments?
Well, yeah, I picked one of the things that I do, and I to see the demographics and the psychographics and all those things. And I used that barb actually for the first time. That was pretty cool. And I found out I took Forex, for example, the Forex market, and found out, the demographics of that, and found out that, the older men are dominating that space, and the women are like 10% in there, but they're coming on strong, and also the younger market is starting to join. The 30-year-olds pretty much, and even up to the 40-year-olds are jumping in. So that was pretty cool to let me know. And these folks are hanging out on Facebook, Twitter, and those social media sites. So I can target in on them and send ads to them and to that demographic. Psychographics were more so that they were risk takers and They were into trying to, usually college educated, usually wanting to make money for the future and stuff like that. So that was all very, very interesting.
Fantastic. And Carol, your mic is off. Do you have any aha moments?
Well, I took advantage of using the bard.google.com and asked a lot of the questions you gave us for our homework about pain points. And, I actually asked the questions about what types of women would be interested in very high quality skincare at affordable prices and what are their pain points. And I copied and asked follow-up questions, and I copied all that information into one of my Word files where I have it, where I know I will find it. And it gives me some really great insight. And then I asked, would this group of women be interested in a 30 to 50% savings membership? And it answered my questions about what, because they like to save time, and then, it's convenience and it saves time, and they love all that. So I got a lot of great words that I could use to pitch my offer.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, RL, you are still
a vice president. Yeah, I had a vice president of a major bank in the Annapolis, Maryland. She asked me a stupid question after knowing me for 2 years. She says, do you have such and such product? And I said, yes, I do. And then the next time I said, you can open up your.
See it, Aunt. We're okay though. I'm not gonna panic.
So that was good.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, that is great. And RL, your mic is off, but if you want to share any takeaways, please feel free to. Yes, thank you.
Hey, no, it was good. The psychology and the psychographic behind interested people from life insurance, it did a comparative, which it depends on the demographic as well as what that individual was looking for. For, of course, life insurance for long term, that's more of a person that's looking, that's probably a senior. Something that's short term, it looked for the younger individual. But it was good to also, because I put some other information in there as far as where and how, and it gave different places of where they could be interested in buying that type of product. So it was good. It was to search that and compare those notes to what was already out there as far as that target market.
Fantastic. So for those of you who are using AI for the first time, hold on, I think I missed somebody. Joe, if you have any takeaways you want to share, please do. I see you're off mic.
Hi. And to be honest, I went into day 2 because day 1 was so good. I kept going. You shouldn't give me the whole workbook, or I just keep going. And the reason that it's so cool, because I'm in the business of giving AI powered easy tools to people so that they can run their businesses. But I didn't realize how normal I am. All these questions made me realize I'm just like everybody else. I'm not unique. The challenges that I have are the challenges that people have when they're trying to figure out AI and build websites and create email campaigns, and all of that tech stuff is not just difficult for me. It is for everybody and for my customer.
Yes.
I think it's cool.
Love that. Well, and it helps when you are a product of your product, as I know you are, because you're using these AI tools to build landing pages, email follow-up sequences. So that is a great key takeaway from just getting clear on who it is that we want to share and serve with our product, service, or opportunity. Awesome sauce. Well, thank you, everyone. And thank you for coming back for day 2. Day 2 is going to be a whole lot of fun, because we are going to get into the head of our ideal client. This is where we're going to look at customer characteristics. And when you put this together in a message, like we're going to do on day 4, your ideal clients are going to think you are a mind reader and you are taking up residence inside of their head. So without further ado, let's get back to our presentation. Again, I'm going to keep it brief so we can get into the examples. Please eliminate distractions, and I'm going to try and slow down on my talking today. I can't help it. It's when I was in college, my speech teacher said, you speak very well and you speak very clearly, but you talk so fast, I'm physically tired after listening to you. So I will work on my pace today. And just to give you an agenda for today, we already reviewed the psychographics and demographics. We are going to talk about the importance of customer characteristics, because characteristics are different from the psychographics and demographics. And I'm going to give you the key question examples. I'm going to show you in my website or my AI that I use, which is NowSite. But again, this works. These questions work whether you use ChatGPT, NowSite, Bard, or any other package that you may have purchased. And I'm going to give you today's homework. I forgot to change it. It's not using it to find your ideal client. It's using AI to find your ideal client characteristics. So with that being said, and then of course Q&A at the end. So with that, so again, I'm not going to make this too heavy, but I do want you to have an understanding of why it's important to know your customer characteristics. And the biggest one is for targeted marketing. When you can understand your ideal clients on a deep level, you can tailor your marketing message and strategies in a way that's going to resonate and connect with them. And when you address their specific challenges and goals, you position yourself as the problem solver or the solutions provider. And that's what you want to be. People want control. They want control over their surroundings. They want control over their money. They want control over their activities. There's 4 main areas that people always talk about. It's either relationships, money, health, and I always forget the 4th one, but not relationships, money, and health are the top 3. And then if I think of the 4th one, I'll let you know. But those top 3 are the 3 things that people always will resonate to. So again, if you can be that solutions provider, you are going to be sought after in your niche. And the way you get that is by understanding what their problems are. The next one is effective problem solving. Now, when you have a clear understanding of your client's needs, wants, fears, hopes, dreams, desires, you can create products or services that directly address those issues. So I'm just going to use Joe as an example. Because she and I are closely related in business. And one of the things that is her product does is it helps people create landing pages and sales pages in like a minute, right? So many people struggle with creating those landing pages and sales pages. What pictures do I use? What do I say? How big or how small does the button need to be? Where does it go after they enter their name and email? Well, with the software that she uses, that I use as well, which is NowSite, you can build landing pages in a minute. And so when she's able to tap into those technically challenged people who have trouble building landing pages, then of course she is going to be considered a super god to those people who have been trying and struggling with landing pages. But what it is, when you become an effective problem solver, you're going to deliver meaningful solutions to your audience. Again, it's all about letting them know that you know them. Another reason you want to know customer characteristics is because you want, did I go forward? I think I did. Targeted, nope, wait a minute. Hold on. I did. Okay. Sorry, I went backwards. My apologies. Nope, I went forwards. Okay, sorry. You want to understand, I might have duplicated that. I did. My apologies. Next slide. All right. Another one is empathy and connection. If the pandemic didn't teach us anything, it taught us how separated and disconnected we are. I know of 2 examples, one of them fairly recent and another one that happened earlier. Was it last year? Earlier last year, January of last year, as far as being disconnected. So the first story I'm going to share, and they're both sad stories, but the first story is about a guy. He worked for a company that was somehow associated with COVID. They worked from home, and when they clocked in, that was their way of saying, hey, I'm here. When they clocked out, that's their way of saying, I'm gone for the day. Well, it was a perfect storm of horrible events. This gentleman, he clocked in and on the Friday, clocked out. Monday was the Martin Luther King holiday. He didn't clock in on Monday. He didn't clock in on Tuesday. He lived in California. His parents and family lived in Michigan. They contacted the police to do a welfare check. and he had passed away sometime over the weekend, and they didn't find him until Wednesday. And again, I know that's a sad story, but I want to say that about disconnection is that we are all siloed and people are longing for connection. That's why Facebook groups are so incredibly popular. I mean, there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of Facebook groups. You can find a Facebook group for anything. You can find a Facebook group for people who bite their toenails, I think. So Facebook groups are like really, really popular. But the reason is because people want connection. So I digress. When you know your ideal client's fears, insecurities, and aspirations, it allows them to know that you empathize and you can build a stronger connection. You know, when you share those stories, like I've been there too. One of the things that I always talk about is that I'm single, I live alone, and my dog died a year and a half ago. So I'm like totally alone. But I'm still pushing through, right? I talk about my attempted suicide. I attempted suicide twice after losing 4 of my family members within 15 months. But I keep pushing through, right? I'm still here. God wasn't ready for me. As much as I tried to push the envelope, he was like, nope, not today. And here I am. But anyway, when you share those things about yourself and you make yourself vulnerable in a way that people can connect with you, they will also feel understood and heard, and they're more likely to trust you and develop the long-term relationship, which is what you're looking for inside of your business. And more importantly, they'll spread the word about you. They'll tell their friends, which is how I met Carol. I met Carol through a friend of mine named Eric. And then I met Carlene through a friend of mine named Eric. I met RL through a friend of mine named Eric. And I met Reggie through a Facebook ad. So it just goes back full circle. So, and Deatra, I'm looking to get to know you. I know you said you wanted to have a talk, and I'll give you instructions on how to do that at the end of today's call. All right, next one is personalized offering. When you know your client's hopes, dreams, and unmet needs, and this is a good one, unmet needs. So unmet needs are when, and we'll talk again about this today in the questions, is where your client has been searching for something in the marketplace and they just can't find it. What AI allows you to do is to find out where is the hole in the bucket so you can be the plug for the hole. And if you got the plug, then you will definitely have a loyal following of fans and buyers. But when you can personalize your offerings, giving people what it is that they want at the right time, you'll give them an experience that will exceed their expectations. One of the things I say all the time is you got to underpromise and overdeliver. And this customization will enhance your customer satisfaction and boost your chances of repeat business in the future. And then last but not least, you've got to have a competitive advantage. It is really noisy and competitive in this online space. So the more you can stand out and separate yourself from the herd, the more you can be in that blue ocean. If no one's ever heard of a blue ocean, the blue ocean is where life is good and there's not a lot of competition. The red ocean, that's where the sharks are and they're feeding off each other. So if you can be that blue ocean person with a competitive advantage and you understand your clients better than most people in the marketplace, you can adapt your marketing strategies, product development, customer service. You can just basically cater to their needs and they will notice that from you. And then the last one that we have, I believe, if I didn't duplicate it, why am I stuck? Here we go. The whole point of this, everything that we are doing is to create a great customer experience. That's the goal. So with that being said, let me pull up my chat GPT and share my screen and let's get into it. Again, I said I'm going to use my Now site today. It's a little small. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see it. So let me change this to about, let's take it up. All right. So I'm going to go to the workbook, which you all have access to. And I'm going to put in here, I want to do one that's a little different. What are the pain points with a current solution? So I'm going to put this in here. And you got to make sure you tailor it as we discussed yesterday. So this is one of the questions. What are the pain points with the current solutions available? So for me, I want to talk about, I'm going to pick network marketers. What are the pain points of network marketers who have tried and failed with organic marketing? Since I'm a Facebook and Instagram ads coach, I want to know what are their pain points with organic marketing. I know a lot of them, but let's see what AI has to say. And again, the more detailed you can be, because you got the details now about your ideal client, when you put that in there, you're going to get better results from AI. And as you can see, I started a new chat because I was working on some stuff earlier. So here's what it says. Network marketers who have tried and failed with organic marketing often face several pain points with the current solutions available. Limited reach is time consuming, lack of expertise, difficulty in building authority, inconsistent results, competitive landscape, and limited resources. So those are 7 pain points that I got just like that from AI. What can I do with these pain points? All of these can be a report, right? I can make 7 individual reports if I want to. I can even make a video if I want to. I'm going to show you, this is another bonus training I'm going to give you. For this one, I'm going to use Bard because sometimes now it gets weird with my videos. So I'm going to copy some of this, and I'm going to show you in Bard how easy it is to create a video script. And this is one of the bonus trainings that are inside of the Ultimate AI Toolkit. All right, give me 90 seconds or less video script. I got to tell it without image suggestions. So sometimes they throw that in there, or annotations to discuss. Yes, discuss, and I'm not going to take all of this. Discuss how the limited reach, let me see. Okay. I'm just going to say to discuss how. I'm going to take this out. How organic marketing, okay. Let's see. All right, that's what I want to say. And I said, give me a 90-second video script without image suggestions or annotations. So let's see what it comes back with. And again, this is 7 videos. This is 7 posts on my Facebook page. This is 7 little quick 1-page PDFs. I mean, all of this. All right, so let's put some extra in there. Hi, I am. And then here's my video script. And then here's my outro. Just like that. Organic marketing is a great way to build your business, but it can take time. That's because it relies heavily on building an audience through content creation. I won't read the whole thing. And, I can probably read a 90-second video in 60 and a half. But nonetheless, there it is. I got a video script. All I got to do is load this in my phone and my teleprompter and play it as I'm looking at the phone. I'm looking directly at the phone. I'm not looking up or down or to the side. And there I've got a video script. I'm going to go back to Now Site and I'm going to say, give me content for a report for number 4. Make it no longer than 1 page, double space. With a call to action. Always got to give a call to action, right? I should have asked for that in my video too. With a call to action to get my free ebook. I don't have one, but I can create one with AI, right? All right, so I'm saying number 4 was difficulty building authority. So give me a report for number 4, double space, call to action to get my free ebook to help network marketers. And I don't even have to say network marketers, but I will help network marketers build authority. All right. So it's going to give me a report that I can use for number 4. And all you got to do is take it and you can put it into Word. You can go into Canva and create a PDF from Canva. The one thing, however, that you always need to be cautious and aware of when it comes to ChatGPT is please go in and put it in your voice, right? Don't just take it flat out for whatever it says. Make it sound like you. ChatGPT is supposed to enhance your writing style, not replace your writing style. All right, so here it is, what it's got. So building authority with a strategic approach, and it's got a lot of stuff in here, understanding the importance, blah, blah, blah. So if I said this was too long, so this is more than a 1-pager. And what I've learned, the more and more I use AI, is that I talk to it like it's a real person because it understands people language. All right, so let it work its way and do its magic. So by understanding, again, the customer characteristics, you are able to now create content from that you can use as a lead magnet. And it's so funny because let's see, I said this is more than a one pager. But here we go. There we go. So it took it down a little bit. Again, this is a blueprint for you to use to create your own stuff. And so this report, so as I'm looking through here, so it's giving me the report, right? So leveraging testimonials and social proof is giving me ways to do that. So this is, again, ChatGPT just created a whole PDF that you can use as a lead magnet. All right, so let's pick up another one. And this one is going to be, what is the biggest unmet need? And this time I'm going to pivot to my network marketing company. So I'm going to say, what is the biggest unmet need of people who want to try all natural biohacking? All right, and let it go. So when I see what the biggest unmet need is, then I can go start filling that so in that hole, in that bucket for these people who have this unmet need. Oh wow, so give me a whole lot of stuff, right? All right, the biggest unmet needs people want to try all-natural biohacking, comprehensive and trusted information, guidance on personalization, accessible and affordable tools, scientific validation, support in implementing lifestyle changes. Support, see, that would be a good one for me because I can invite them, into my world through my Facebook group, right? So if people want to try all natural biohacking, feel like they don't know how to do it because they don't have anybody supporting them in their journey, what can I do? I can say, hey, join me in my Facebook group of women who are doing all natural biohacking. So yeah, so again, knowing these characteristics about your ideal clients are going to help you create the content you need that is going to be the lead magnet for your irresistible offer. It is so important that you know what your clients are already looking for, because we are not inventing the wheel and we're not creating fire. We are just going to put our own personal spin on what our people already want, need, and are looking for. So with that being said, let's get back to today's presentation. Again, we want to make sure that we give people a great customer experience. So your assignment for today, if you choose to accept it, is to use the prompts that I gave you and start identifying some of the characteristics of your ideal client. Find out their hopes, dreams, fears, wants, and desires. And the reason why that's so important as well is because you want to bridge the gap, right? You want to take people from pain to pleasure. You want to take them from not have to having. You want to take them from struggle to success. So if you understand what their struggle is and you tell a story in a way that they can see themselves using your solution and getting the results that you promised them to get, then again, that's 80% emotions and the 20% logic will take care of itself, and they'll take you up for your offer every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. So go to ChatGPT, play around with the characteristics, and then post your aha moments inside of the group. And I did do a check. Oh, let me apologize. So I did do a check today. Make sure the replay link is working properly. There was something going on with ClickFunnels everything went down last night. My email went down last night and it's still not up. Luckily, my autoresponder is an Aweber, so that's how you got these messages. YouTube and ClickFunnels weren't talking to each other last night. The interface was off. It was just crazy. So I did do a check and I made sure, going back here, I made sure that this page is now working. So day one is in there. After today, I will load up day two. Please don't share this page because you guys paid to be here. And let's go and get into the next step. So the next step, of course, outside of your homework is day three. Tomorrow, we are going to find out what information your ideal clients are already looking for online. Again, it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about reintroducing them to a new way to use the wheel. How about that? Before we're going to create your irresistible offer, I kind of gave you a glimpse into that today, how you can use these customer characteristics to get your juices flowing, to think about what it is that you want to provide. But I'm going to show you in AI, how you can create a course, a quiz, a PDF, a video, you know, all of that. Because maybe you want to do an explainer video, which is like a 20-minute webinar where people can sign up and watch your webinar, and you can have that running 24/7, 365. Maybe it leads to your calendar, maybe it leads to a purchase, not sure where you want it to go. But a 20-minute or less webinar is a great way for you to introduce people to you and bring them into your world. And then on Friday, we're going to talk about promotional content, because you're going to have to do something with all this great information that you're collecting about your ideal client. All right, my friends. So also on the page to watch the replay, there is a link. Let me show you. Underneath the day 2, when I put it on here, there is a link to my calendar. These are the days that I'm available. It's always a rolling 5 days. So these are the days that I'm available. I did free up some spots for you. I do have some evening commitments outside of this appointment that I have with you beautiful people. But if you need an evening appointment, let me know, and then I'll be able to make an accommodation. So basically evening appointments, evening schedule is by appointment, but any of these days are available to you if you can find a time. This is a non-salesy strategy chat where I will help you do a deeper dive into your audience and your product to find out where you need to go next. So with that being said, my friends, we have made some great progress. I hope you feel good about what we've done. And it's time for Ask Me Anything Digital Marketing. So I'll come off, stop sharing screen. And if you have questions, now is the time.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what you just showed us for your calendar, where do we find that at?
It is at the bottom of the replay page.
Oh, the bottom. Okay, bottom of repage. And then from day 1, I'm trying to understand. You have AI, which is the big picture, and then under the AI, we can use these other I don't know what to call them, groups or whatever, to put in all of our questions, everything. The Bard, Google, the Chat GPT, and the Now site. Those are the different ones that we can use. Am I on the right page?
You are, except Chat GPT and Bard are free. NowSite is paid, because NowSite is actually an entire marketing system. It's got website builder, it's got CRM, it's got SMS, it builds email campaigns. So it's a whole system. But Bard and Chat GPT are free. And the only reason why I'm using different pieces of software is I just wanted to show you that Chat GPT is universal. Everybody has access to Chat GPT. It is just that and it's the AI. So ChatGPT 4 is the latest one that's out here right now, but they deliver AI differently. So I can put the same prompt inside of ChatGPT that I put in Google, and I'll get 2 different answers, but they're all good. And you just go with the one. Now, the one thing about Google, I think I mentioned yesterday, is Google doesn't save your history. So it doesn't learn you. So every day, it's kind of like Groundhog's Day. You're like a brand new person. Whereas Chat GPT, if you have the paid version, I'm not sure it does it with the free version or not, but Chat GPT actually gets to learn you. And you'll notice over time, it's going to really develop a writing style similar to what you write and how you communicate.
Well, in my Chat GPT, I don't see no whole lot of prompts or anything at the top. All I see is chat stuff over on the left, and then where at the bottom where I ask my question. Is there some more options or something, or am I looking at it correctly, or that's just how it looks?
That is how it looks. There's not a whole lot to it. Don't expect a lot of bells and whistles. Even if you upgrade to the paid version, it still doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. When there's like more advanced stuff, like if you go into Canva, like I showed you guys yesterday, how you can do text to image in Canva. There's another AI called Midjourney. Midjourney is like the Cadillac version of text to image. Like you can put in there dog jumping over a building, and it'll give you
Cecilia.
Mid MID, like middle MID. Can you hear me? Mid MID, like middle. Midjourney. JOURNEY. And again, you can, like I said, put dog jumping through a hoop of fire over a building, and it'll give you a picture of a dog jumping through a hoop of fire over a building. It's like the Cadillac of text to image. And then there's other AI tools that you can load up yourself, like a picture of yourself as an avatar, and then you can load your voice, and it will actually take a picture of you and make it talk like you're doing a live video when it's actually an avatar. So there's some really fancy stuff in there, which is why you want to get your hands on the Ultimate AI Toolkit, because everyone who has the Ultimate AI Toolkit, you are grandfathered in for life. So if I learn more stuff and I throw it in the toolkit, you get it for the low, low price of now $197. All right. Any other questions? Yes, RL, what you got for me, sir?
Hey, Cecilia, good class again today. And I went on your YouTube or Facebook and saw where there's animation. The voice is already recorded and it uses your face to do the message. So everything that we're learning today, I know that that's going to go to the end result of finding that ideal client, advertise, right or whatnot. But is it interface? Is it automatically? So when we're doing these searches, when we're putting in that idea thing, and to make a PDF or to make a flyer or whatnot, is it interface to where I just have, one step to say, okay, just like you did with your videos where you became the avatar, that I put in that information, my target, my advertisement, and then eventually it does go straight into making that video or making that flyer or whatnot without having to go to, several different channels or websites or whatnot to do it. Because I know Canva, you mentioned a lot of different ones. Are they all interfaced into one, I guess is the end result to get that advertisement?
And that is an excellent question. And because AI is so new, they're still developing those interfaces. So I don't know if there's ever going to be a way for AI to talk to Canva and say, okay, push a button, and then all of a sudden it's going to create their PDF, right? But I think that there will be tools that inside, because think about it this way. We've had ClickFunnels forever. And then I think it was last summer when Go High Level came out, where it's like, oh, we're going to replace your Aweber, your ClickFunnels, your Calendly, all of that. I think as AI evolves, you will see that there will be all-in-one packages out there. Like right now, there's the text-to-image Midjourney, but if I wanted to create my avatar and make it speak, I have to use a different software for that. But again, AI is going to be a year old in November, and even Bill Gates said that it is the biggest technological advance since the cell phone. So it's going to grow by leaps and bounds, and I'm your girl to grow with it.
So in theory, and good answer, thank you. What you just have to have that knowledge of knowing where to plug each of those pieces into. You have a wealth, an arsenal full of information, and you just have to be able to pull and, okay, search it here, shoot it over here to this particular website, shoot over here to this particular software, etc. And then you have your end result.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Great question. Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions today? Well, as always, you have been a great class. Welcome, Miss Marie. You are coming in as we are winding down, but I'm still happy to have you. Once this video downloads, I will upload it to YouTube and I will put it on the page that I tested. Did I say I tested? To make sure that you guys have that replay link. Underneath the video is the link to my calendar. I am not a pushy or a sleazy salesperson. My goal is to help you move forward in your business. For those who know me through Eric, yes, I've taken his class, so I know how to make the sale without being pushy or salesy. And I will definitely give you some pointers and next steps on what we need to do to really put some gasoline on the fire of your marketing and promotion. So with that being said, my friends, you all have did you have another question, Carol? I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. All right, everyone have a wonderful evening.
I was giving you a thumbs up.
Thank you. Everyone have a wonderful evening. Give me about 25, 30 minutes to get the video loaded. You go out there and play with AI and look at your customer characteristics and start those wheels turning and thinking about what is it that you're going to provide? How are you going to be the solutions provider? How are you going to be the answer to their prayers? How are you going to get into their head to be that thing, that hot sauce in their bag in celebration of Beyonce's Renaissance tour? Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your evening.
Thanks, Cecilia. Have a good one. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, Cecilia.
You are so welcome.
Thank you. I loved it. Thank you.